What's going on, everybody? My name is Bobby, and I'm just another reactor here on YouTube. And today I'm going to be reacting to, I'm not sure how to pronounce this. It's either Reinxeed or, I don't know, Reinxeed. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. The song is 1912. And I heard about this band through some of my Tommy Johansson and even some of my Sabaton reactions. Y'all told me that Tommy had a band previous called whatever this band is called, and that more recently I think he's in another band called Majesty or Majestic or something like that. I don't remember, but somebody brought up in the comments that this particular album, 1912, which is the opening song as well on the album, that it's a concept album about the sinking of the Titanic. And that story has always fascinated me since I was a kid. I've just always been fascinated by that story of how the Titanic was considered unsinkable in its time, and then on its maiden voyage it sank when it hit an iceberg. And I read some books about it and was just fascinated with the imagery that people came up with at the time, because of course there's no real photographs of the event. There are a very few photographs and a little bit of video of the actual Titanic itself, but nothing from the sinking. And yes, I did like the James Cameron movie as well. Even though the two main characters were fictional characters, it was still a awesome depiction of that whole event. So anyway, when y'all mentioned that, that this album was a concept album of that story, that just was really intriguing to me. So as far as the first song goes, I didn't find any music video for it, and I haven't really looked, but I'm not sure if there's any music videos at all for any of these songs from this album. But I do want to react to it because I just, like I said, have always been fascinated with this story. So I'm just going to react to the song itself. The video is just the image of what I'm guessing is the album cover. So it's not going to be much to look at. So I'll just sit here and look at the image and listen and really concentrate on the song and lyrics if there's any. A lot of times the opening numbers might be instrumentals. This particular song is 6 minutes and 20 seconds, so I doubt it's just some, short instrumental intro or something, or maybe it goes into another song, but it's just according to the title called 1912. So anyway, that's the way this reaction is going to be. So without further ado, this is my reaction to, I'm going to call them Reinxeed 1912. Let me know in the comments if I'm pronouncing that right or wrong. Okay, real quick, I just wanted to give a little bit of a first impression here. So this sounds, pretty like kind of old school power metal, kind of low production quality. And what I mean by low production quality is compared to today's music. I'm sure in its time, this video was posted on YouTube in 2011, July 1st. So that was 11 years ago. And not sure when the album came out. Oops, clicked on the wrong thing here. Yeah, I'm not sure when the album came out, but maybe it was a little bit before that. But the sound production of albums back then compared to today might have been, less with, I'm not saying it doesn't have any punch or anything, but to me it just sounds different, like technology, the more it improves. A lot of these bands of today, they just have these real thick, heavy, chunky sounds, and music of even back in the 80s, that was considered high production, albums like Master of Puppets was considered, like the best quality production of its time, but you listen to it now and compared to some of the bands from today, just the sound of them, I'm not talking about the songs themselves, just sounds different in my opinion. But the song itself is pretty cool. I really like the power metal style of it. Tommy's vocals sound good. He's got some harmonies. Still has some of the symphonic elements to it. The intro almost sounded like it could have been used in the James Cameron movie as part of the soundtrack. But the rest of it, I don't think they would have wanted this power metal sound for that movie. But yeah, sounds really good so far. And I can tell by the lyrics what I can hear so far. It's just basically describing about how when they spotted the iceberg, they just really had no time to avoid it. But yeah, pretty cool so far. Can't wait to hear the rest of the album. So I'm going to continue with this. Talking about the lifeboats, sir. Well, that was Reinxeed with 1912. And again, let me know in the comments if I'm pronouncing the band name correctly. But that was a pretty cool song. It still, I was talking about the production sound of it earlier. It still has a good, solid punch to it as far as the sound goes. But to me, it just sounds a little bit different. I don't want to say dated, but a little bit different than some of the music of today that's been coming out. And in 2011, the technology for recording was still awesome technology. So I don't know if maybe budget has something to do with it. I'm not sure what their budget was to record this album. Sounds great. It sounds awesome. It's well mastered and everything. But I just think it lacks a little bit of the real heavy low end punch to it that some songs have. Maybe that's what they were going for because of the whole, kind of symphonic, power metal sound that they were going for. Maybe they didn't want that heavy kind of, thrash, just doom metal sound or whatever. I don't know. I'm just guessing here, but great song overall. Sounds cool. Like I said, I can't wait to hear the rest of the album. I'm going to try to react to it a song at a time as quick as I can, and then maybe later on get to some of their other songs and Tommy's other band, Majestica or something. Can't remember what they're called. Let me know in the comments. Something with the word majesty in it. So anyway, that's going to do it for this reaction. I hope you all enjoyed it. And if y'all care to support my channel, there's some links down in the description. But donations to my channel are not necessary, but they are greatly appreciated. Thank you all for watching my reaction to Reinxeed 1912.